Hello guys, I am a Python trainer. My name is Srinivas. I have both development experience as well as teaching experience. From last 20 years I am into IT in development and also in teaching side, and today we are starting a new series on Python. This Python course is for beginners, for even for experienced people also, and for non-IT people also. You can learn very easily this Python course, right? And here we are covering in this session, we are starting with the basics of Python programming. We are starting a new series on Python. Let's start introduction to Python. What is Python? What are the features of Python? What are the popular apps in Python? And what is the way to learn Python? What is Python? Python is most popular programming language. See, we have so many programming languages, right? We have C, C++, Java, JavaScript. So many thousands of languages are there. In this language, in all the languages, popular is most popular programming language. Okay. Now, Python is general purpose high level language. See, in this Python is general purpose high level programming language. There are two terms. Number one is general purpose. And number two, high level. So, we must understand what is this general level and high level programming language. You must understand these two terms. Okay. So, first we learn what is this general. Generally what? Generally means any area, you take any area. Generally means, for example, I want to develop one game. If you want to develop one game, we can develop by using this Python programming language. I want to develop websites like Amazon, like Flipkart. So, I can develop websites by using Python. By using Python, we can develop games, not only games, we can develop websites, okay, not only websites, okay, for example, desktop applications, like for example, Paint. We have desktop, right? In MS Windows system, we have games, so we can develop games, we can develop desktop applications. Not only desktop applications, even we can, by Python, we can analyze the data. We will go for data analytics, this one, or data science, By using this Python, we can develop data analytics, we can develop data science projects. Not only this, any Windows application also we can develop by using Python. Windows applications, and for example, AI, artificial intelligence, for example, machine learning. All these applications can be developed by using Python. So, Python is most popular in all the languages, and Python is general purpose high level language. So, we understand general purpose high level program language. Now, when we say that Python is general purpose, okay, it is designed to be used for wide variety of programming tasks rather being to one specific domain. Okay. See here, we can use wide variety of programming tasks rather than being particular domain. Here there are some key concepts. Here we have some key aspects of general purpose. For example, versatility. See, what is versatility? Python can be used for different types of applications such as I already discussed, web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence, scientific computing, automation, game development, anything. By using Python, we can develop any types of softwares. And second one is cross platform. What is meant by cross platform? Second point is cross platform. Cross platform means Python, when you develop any projects in Windows, not only Windows, the same project can be run on Mac OS, on Unix system, or Linux system. Again, next, not only Sun Solaris, for example, Sun Solaris, you can run on any operating system. Suppose, example, I am doing one project on Windows by using Python. The same project we can run on Mac OS, on Unix, or Sun Solaris, right. So, cross platform. Next, rich ecosystem. Python has large number of libraries, So many libraries are there, so many libraries compared to other languages. Some 1,37,000 libraries are there in Python. Any area there are 1,30,000 libraries are there in Python. That's why this became very famous. Okay, most popular, it became more famous. Python has large number of libraries and frameworks that extends capabilities, allowing developers to tackle diverse problems effectively. Now, next point is ease of learning is very simple. Python compared to other languages, Python is very easy compared to other languages like C, C++, okay, example Java or JavaScript. Python is simple, easy and simple. Even a school student, high school student can also learn Python very easily. Okay, Python is so easy to learn compared to other languages. It is one more thing, how it can easy, because its readable syntax and straightforward structure makes it an excellent choice for beginners, while still being powerful enough for experienced developers to build complex applications also. Now, it has very big community support. Python has large and effective community, providing extensive resources, documentation and support for developers. Okay, it has huge community, okay, and this community is supported by big companies. So, Python has very big community and lots of users are there to support, has large community. And if any problems you got, any problems in your project, for example, I am facing some problems in the project, we can post our problems here in this community, so that in the community member can solve these problems. Okay, this is it has large community support, and this general purpose characteristics allows developers to use Python for many different projects, making it a popular choice across the various industries. Right. When we say Python is high level programming language, because it is easy to use and understand, it is designed to be readable. Now, what is high level? See, programming languages, there are 3 types of languages. Programming language started from 1970s, it has 3 types. One is low level. When programming started 1970s, all the programming is low level programming code, okay, and we have mid level and third one. Now, all the languages are high languages. Okay. Now, you should know the difference, high level languages. For example, C, C++, Java, JavaScript, okay, JavaScript and Python. All these languages comes under this high level programming languages. Now, what is low level? You know what is high level? What is low level? Low level languages are when we started languages are started from 1977 to 75, right? Programming language started from year 1970-75. They used to write in low level. What is low level? Machine code. Okay. See, computer understands only 2 things, right? Computer understands only 2 things. One is zeros and ones, right? Now, in earlier when programming languages started, they developed using binary, not in the English. They used to develop programs by using zeros and ones, right? And it is very difficult to write in binary format. Very difficult to write programs using binary. So, now then we got this what high level language we will write in English language, so that everyone can understand. High level languages are written in English. Language, right? And for computers, For computers can't understand English. Computer understands only two things, zeros and ones, zeros and ones, zeros and ones. Okay, it won't understand English. Then how to make it to this English language? How to convert to binary language? So we had two things here. Two softwares are there to convert from English language to binary language. Zeros and one. They are compilers, and second one is interpreter. Second one is interpreter. So using these two softwares, we can convert from English language code to binary code. Okay. For example, here I will tell you the examples. We will take compilers. Compilers, for example, Java uses compilers, C uses compilers, C++ uses compilers. Okay, and interpreters. Examples of interpreter, for example, Python. Python use interpreter to convert from high level to low level. Okay, and even for example PHP. PHP also uses interpreter. JavaScript. All these languages use interpreter, whereas Java, C, C++ use compilers. Okay. Now, what is the difference between compilers and interpreters? For example, I am writing one Java program. This is an editor, and I am writing 10 lines of code. Okay. Third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, seventh line, eighth line, ninth line, and 10 line. How many lines of code are? 10 lines of code I written in Java. This is Java code. And Java uses what? Java uses compilers. Okay, and compilers will compile from the line number 1 to line number 10. Okay, it starts from here. Okay, second line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, seventh line, eighth line, ninth line, 10th line, for example. Okay, so it starts from line number 1. Compiler will compile from line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? For example, there is one error in the third line. There is one error at third line. There is one error at fifth line. There is one error at seventh line. Now, what compilers do? Compiler will compile all the lines at a time, and it will show there are 3 errors. There are 3 errors in the program. So, now I will do, as a programmer, we will rectify this error. Again, there is one error here, we will rectify this error. Okay. Again, there is that line number 7, we will rectify this error. Now, when you compile again from line number 1 to line number 12, it will show there are 0 errors. There are zeros, no errors. The program is perfect. Now, I can execute the program. This is a compiler. Now, what about interpreter? For example, now I will write one program using interpreter. This is Python, and in Python same code I written in Python. First line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, seventh line, 8, 9 and 10. Same errors, error at third line, error at some lines, error at ninth line, for example. Again, here also there are 3 errors. Okay. So, what interpreter will do? Interpreter also starts from line number 1. It starts from line number 1, it comes to line number 1, line number 1 is perfect. Okay. This line is perfect, there is no error. It comes to second line also correct. Now, it comes to third line. When third line came, there is one error. So, it stops here. Okay. The program control stops here, it will not go to fourth line until you rectify. See, compiler, what it compile all the lines from line number 1 to line number 10, but whereas interpreter will interprets line by line, compiler all the lines at a time, whereas interpreter will interpret line number 1, line number 2 and line number 3. So, it stops here, and as a programmer, what we will do? We have to rectify this. We have to rectify this third line, because there is one error, we have to rectify this error. After rectifying only, it comes to fourth line, and fourth line there is no error, fifth line there is no error, again it's sixth line there is one error here. So, it stops, the program control stops here. Now, as a programmer, what we will do? We have to rectify this, we have to rectify this. After rectifying only, it goes to 7th line, 8th line, again comes to 9th line, 9th line there is one error, it stops here at 9th line. It stops here, we have to rectify this error. After rectifying only, it comes to 10 lines, then it will show there are 0 errors, I am sorry, there are 0 errors. Now, this program do not have any errors. So, the difference between compiler and interpreter is compilers are faster and interpreters are slow. This is one disadvantage of Python over Java. Java, C, C++. Okay, right. Now, we understand what is a compiler and what is the interpreter. Now, I will come back. Is it your interpreter language? So, Python, I told you, Python is interpreter language, whereas C, C++, Java are compiler languages. And it's portable. What is portable? Let me discuss. Portable means you can run on any operating system. Python can run on any system, any operating system. Run on any operating system. Already we discussed this point, Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac operating system, etc., etc. So, Python can be run on any operating system. What are the key features of Python? Readable syntax. The syntax again feature, one of the best features of Python is very simple to write programs, and okay, syntax is very easy. I will compare with the other programming language. Syntax is very easy. For example, I want to print hello world. I want to print hello world. Hello world. For example, in C language, in Java, okay, and in Python, we will compare. And in this, Python is very simple. For example, I want to write in Java, for example, I want to print hello world. So, what will you wear? You will say class, okay, for example, demo, then flower brackets, then public static void main, then flower brackets open, then here what will you do? Here will say SOP system or dot println, then hello world, hello world. Then we have to close this bracket, close this bracket. So, total how many lines? 1 line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth. To print just hello world, it took 5 lines of code. Where? In Java. Whereas C, in C language again we have to include the libraries, right? To include libraries, what will you will write? Hash include stdio.h, right? Then void main, bracket open, bracket close, flower bracket open, bracket close. Then what will you here? You will say printf hello world. This is in C language. So, it took 1, 2, 3 and 4 lines of code to write the same printing hello world in C language. So, same I want to print hello world in Python, and Python is very simple and the syntax are very easy. For example, I want to print in Python hello world, just only 1 line of code. No need to write other libraries, importing other libraries or using classes, all these things, no need. Just I will type here print hello world, simple hello world. That is it. Only line, with 1 line of code I can print this hello world, right. That is the next class, next session, dynamic typing. What is dynamic typing?